guys want to hear something kind of funny? I guess it's not really funny. It depends on where you're coming from or what you're interested in, whatever. Lately, I have been obsessed with... Okay. I've been obsessed with like crime stories, like unsolved mysteries, murder mysteries, like just true crime stories. In the last vlog, we talked about the podcast Up and Vanished. Up and Vanished, for those of you who don't know, is a podcast about the Tara Grinstead disappearance and the developments that have just recently happened in her case that was cold for 12 years. And then all of a sudden there's these developments that are happening coincidentally at the same time that this podcast has come out. So it's really interesting. I will link that podcast in the description down below if you want to listen to it. Side note, I am actually going to be doing a live stream with Zoe from Zoe Wolf Vlogs and also with River from Riven Owl here on this YouTube channel. Woohoo! We're actually going to be talking about Up and Vanished on March 14th, the evening of. Mark your calendars. Listen to the podcast before you watch. We're doing a live stream on March 14th about Up and Vanished, about the Tara Grinstead case, which is super interesting. That whole story has like consumed my life. I feel like almost every day I wake up and I'm like, I wonder if there's any developments that are happening today. And so I've been researching a ton about not just that case, but like mysterious things in general. It's kind of freaky because every time I start researching that kind of stuff or like looking into something like that, I always find myself turning around because I'm scared that there's gonna be like a serial killer like coming up behind me or something when I'm not looking. And now that I've actually said that out loud, I'm actually even more terrified. I have Noelle here to protect me, so. Isn't that right, Noelle? You're gonna protect me. Another really interesting case that I have been researching relatively recently that is actually really heartbreaking because it's still ongoing. It's a relatively new case. It's about the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German in Delphi, Indiana. That happened really recently, like I think under 3 weeks ago now. And their killer has not been caught, which is both terrifying and also really sad because the girls were 13 and 14 years old. They were young and they told their parents that they wanted to go on a hike. And so they went on a hike. The parents or a sister or something like that went to go pick them up and they weren't there at the pickup point and they were like, what's going on? And so they reported them missing. I think the following day that they were reported missing, their bodies were found like near where they were hiking. One of the girls had her cell phone and she was like taking Snapchat photos of her other friends. So I can't remember who took the Snapchat photos. I think it was Liberty. I think Liberty took pictures of Abby and they were on this bridge, which by the way, if you look at the pictures, like that place looks like scary. Like it looks like somewhere where like murders would happen. As weird as that sounds, it looks like a horror movie. Libby took this picture and uploaded it to Snapchat, I think at like 2:07 p.m. or something like that. The person who did this awful crime is still on the loose, like they haven't been able to find him, but they have released pictures of who they think is a prime suspect in this case. And you see it's screen grabs of a video and you can see like this guy walking on a bridge and he honestly, looking at the pictures, not knowing the background to why they're looking for him, he actually looks like kind of a normal person, kind of just going on a walk or whatever. The freaky part is that Libby was the one that took those pictures. So not only is it really freaky that Libby had the mindset of filming this person before she actually interacted with him, or maybe it was after she interacted with him, I don't know. They've also released audio of this guy speaking, which for whatever reason, like that freaks me out even more. It's 3 words that they have on a loop and he's saying down the hill. Down the hill, down the hill. They don't want to release more footage of this actual video of this guy walking toward them and saying down the hill because apparently it gets pretty gruesome pretty quickly. So I've been reading a ton about that lately, so I don't even know where I'm going with this discussion, but I guess I just want to say that that's been going on lately. I've just been reading a lot of like crime stories lately and it's terrifying. Really fascinating, but really terrifying.
I'm super pumped because I'm about to go on a run. I'm really excited because I have honestly been going on a run every single day for like, I think this is the 4th day in a row that I've gone. And normally before when I would run, I would go like every other day or like run 2 days and then take a day off and then run 2 days, take a day off. But I've just been feeling like really energized every single time I go for a run lately. And it feels really good and it makes me feel good. And so we're gonna go again right now. And something I think kind of exciting is going to happen after I come back from the run. So you're just gonna have to stay tuned for just a minute, your time, when I come back, and we'll talk about it a little bit further.
Right now, we are in the ST. If you can tell, and hopefully I'm talking loud enough. I gotta practice for my speech.
Yes, practice, talk loud.
Hello.
Blake, how has ALS been?
Actually, it's been pretty good. I'm actually kind of
enjoying it.
Yeah, honestly.
But we'll talk about that in a second.
The reason we're in the ST, the only logical reason that we could be in the ST, is that we're getting rid of it, hopefully today.
Yeah!
It's been so much fun to drive. I love driving this thing, but the headaches it was giving me was not worth it. So, we are on our way right now to Toyota to go get rid of this thing and trade it in.
What are we getting instead?
A 2017 Toyota Tacoma.
Is there any specific... look at that face. Ah, you're so excited.
Super white, which is the color. Off-road, double cab, short bed with all of the basically upgrade options that you can get with it.
Bells and whistles.
Yeah, a fully loaded one. And it has a tonneau cover on it, which is cool. And it's got the tow package on it, which is always good to have.
Is it happening today, do you think? Like, do you think this is all going down today?
The truck's there. He sent me a picture like on Wednesday.
Yeah.
He sent me a text with a picture. He's like, your Chariot is here.
Really? Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. I think you're pretty excited, huh?
I'm a little excited.
Little excited?
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
Can't even comprehend.
We'll show you the new Chariot when we have it. We're signing waivers. Hey, you have a chair.
Sitting out there.
Yeah. I'm so pumped for just like to
I know, to get rid
start
of the
fresh.
ST.
Yeah.
Just, for me, it's also like something new, like
fresh.
Like fresh.
It's starting fresh.
There's like probably less than 10 miles on it.
Yeah, I'm so pumped. We got a new car. Wow. What do you think? Ooh.
Sick, nasty, tight, dirt low.
Can you say that again?
I said that was sick, pretty sick, nasty, dirt tight, low.
Something like that. We got a new car. Blake, what do you think?
I'm super, man, I got so much stuff to learn now.
I know, this is ridiculous. He was telling us all the things that you can do with like the navigation and like everything like that. And I've never had a good experience with car navigation.
Remember when we tried to use it in the ST at the gas station? Like we were gonna go to like...
We were going to Zion, weren't we?
Zion, we're like, hey, let's try this out.
And it was like the worst thing ever. It was so bad. And that's how it has been with every single car I've ever been in. Like, you just don't use the navigation. Yeah. But this one actually seems pretty legit. And we have the good stereo. Let's listen to something. What do you think?
Let's go.
Do you want to listen to Sirius?
Like,
I don't know. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Little Alice in Chains.
Yeah. It's like everybody.
Yeah. We get a backup camera.
First car I've ever owned that had
a backup camera. I know, same. I mean, I know that they're kind of standard on like every car from like 2016 and up.
Yeah, they are now.
But like, I think that's pretty fancy. Yeah. That's pretty fancy. Yeah. Also, it comes with a wireless charging port. So that's my phone right there. And it's actually, do you see the red light? It's charging right now. How cool is that? So you don't even need cables or anything.
You know what we bought today?
What?
The most expensive GoPro accessory in existence.
Oh, we did. It comes with a GoPro mount.
No. This GoPro mount comes with a truck.
Oh.
That's how it is.
You sound like a real vlogger.
Yeah.
It's such a relief to not have the ST. I'm just stoked that we have a car that actually works now.
Yeah.
Like, this is really nice. And it's brand new. Like, we're the first owners.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. I feel really jaded because I know that most people don't have a bad experience with buying used cars. But after the ST, I'm just kind of like,
yeah,
it was certified pre-owned. The biggest thing was that we were just young and we were naive. Yeah. We bought this car that we thought was certified pre-owned, like legit certified pre-owned. But the fact that it had been owned twice before and the second owner only had it 2 or 3 months, that should have been a red flag and we should have been like, no, we're not interested.
So remember how I had to get it road force balanced? It would be super smooth for a second and then like it's like everything would sync up and then all of a sudden it'd get out of sync. And like the entire car would like
shake,
like vibrate and stuff. I'm like, and I noticed that on this test drive when we went on to 95.
Yeah.
I noticed that. I'm like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that like we still bought it. That's like our bad. I think everybody has to have an experience like that at least once in their life because that's just how you learn. That's literally, sometimes there are just expensive life lessons out there and you have to go through them, and that's how you grow and that's how you develop as a human and as an adult, and that was just one of the lessons that we had to go through.
Honestly, that buying that car was on me. Like I saw it, I'm like, oh, you know, that thing looks kind of cool. It looks pretty fun. It was great for the first like 9 months that I had it.
Yeah.
And then that year came up on me having it, and then just
everything started breaking. The point is, sometimes you just have to learn things. And hopefully we've learned our lesson, and hopefully we have a better experience with this car. About our little drive.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's kind of late for me because like I've been getting up at like 5 in the morning, so it's 11:30 right now. So I'm pretty tired.
I'm really tired too, and I am dying to take my contacts out. My contacts are like messing up my vision right now, and it's no bueno. We're gonna go home now and probably go to bed. So those of you who keep asking like what's going on with the car, you don't have to ask anymore because it's gone. Hopefully it goes to a nice home with somebody who can love it and put money into it that we cannot. So
if that's what it needs.
If that's what it needs.
I'm sure there's something wrong with it that can be fixed under the warranty by the dealership like it should have been.
Yep.
But never did.
Yeah. Anyway, what's a good question of the day today?
What is your most practical dream car?
Ooh, you're putting a spin on it.
Yeah, what is your dream car that's practical? Maybe a Ferrari is practical for you, but I just don't think it is.
Blake's question of the day is, what is your most practical dream car? Daily driver capabilities are required.
Yeah.
So what is your daily driver dream car? Or did you just buy it?
I mean, honestly, it would probably be something like the Lexus, like the RC350.
What about a M3?
That's the other thing I was gonna think is like a 4-door M3 or 5-door M5.
5-door M3.
5-door M3. I mean, if you count the trunk as a door.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments down below what your practical dream car is, and I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.